Good afternoon. We start our lecture. Today our lecture about big data in biology. And first what we need to start, it is discuss about basis terms and concepts of our database. And first, database, it is a set of data stored and accordance with the data schema, which is manipulated in accordance with the rules of modeling tools. In our course, we will use terms of proteomics, genomics, polymorphism genes, allelic genes, and other what take place in molecular biology. And so next term will proteomics. Proteomics is the field of molecular biology concerned with the identification and quantification of proteins. The total of all proteins in a cell is called the proteome. Next, it is genomic. Is a section of molecular genetics devoted to the study of the genome and genes of living organism, the entire set of genes of an organism or a significant part of them. Genomics is characterized by the use of very large amounts of data. What is the course is about in the modern world in general and in medicine in particular? We use the information obtained from medical tests, research, examination during the operation of device analyzers, and all kinds of sensors. The amount of information requiring analysis is increasing daily. Availability, usability, the ability to process data, as well as the security of their use, data quality control, is essential for the processing and effective management of data. Global research in biology, medicine, and genetics, obtaining data on the genome, proteome, metabolome is based on the results of large-scale studies. All this also included in the concept of big data. The overall idea of the totality of research result radically changes our understanding of the decision-making model, understanding and using them in practice, and even more so in the practice of a doctor. Earlier this was simply not possible. The purpose of studying the discipline big data in biology, to acquaint students with technology, receiving, accumulation, analysis or management, and use of big medical data in practice of user work. Objective of the course: master the terminology, areas of interest to us, proteomics, genomics, gene polymorphism. View and work with database. The basis principles of work, how to study the properties of object and how to make probabilistic predictions. To give an idea of in what areas of medical activity this will be in demand, where large volumes of information about the patients will allow specialists to conduct personalized treatment. Big data. The term designates the task of extracting new knowledge from large data sets by. To put it simply, the big data phenomenon is when the results of your experiments cannot be imported into an Excel file. Estimated the volume of Twitter chats throughout a year is several orders of magnitude larger than the volume of a person's memory accumulated during his/her entire life. The history of the term of big data. It is believed that the first mention of the term refers to 2005 in the publications of the company or really media due to the need to somehow determine the date which traditional control and date processing technologies could not copy with due to their complexity and large volume. In 2008, the term big data was used in a special issue of the journal Nature, dedicated to the topic How can the future of science be affected by technologies that open up the ability to work with large amounts of data? The room were collected materials about the phenomenon of explosive growth in volumes and variety of processed data. Technological prospects were also discussed, therein the paradigm of probable leap from quality to quality. In 2009, the term was widely disseminated in the business press, and by 2010, appearance of the first product and solution. By 2011, most of the largest information technology providers use the concept of big data, including IBM, Oracle, Microsoft, Hewlett Packard, and so on. As compared to Twitter, all the data of human genomes constitute a negligible small amount. The constant accumulation and analysis of large amounts of data allows you to create models with which you can conduct experiments to obtain results with high scientific value. Already today, the use of big data management technology is in great demand in medicine and related fields. The analysis is expected to significantly increase life expectancy in the future. The task of working with large data sets. The first, when data are obtained interactively and need to be processed immediately. The second, when there is a large body of accumulated data requiring comprehensive interpretation. The former category of data is related to commercial systems, such as Google, Twitter, Facebook, repositories of genomic and proteomic data, exemplify the latter type of data. And this slide you can to see that big space which around interface which we can to use as working table, but in real many different data conclusions can include in this database, and we can make different decision to work with part of our data, combinative different data between, and use this as for information analysis. But at first we speak about database. It is sum of data which not can use in table type as Excel. It is neat program file for work and combination and analysis, and take different result and different combination for looking, for transmit, for work. In this slide, you also can to see example which I said, which I told previously. It is Twitter system, and internet space give to us information about 175 millions message happens in one day. Facebook give 300 millions photos which download in this is Facebook every day. Google, they make download and transmit 24 PB information in every day, and so on. Walmart give more than 1 million sale in 1 hour. During our lecture will happen 1.5 million sales. Here you can to see main systems, main line of how work all the systems. It is volume, and volume or database, it is really big space information which need download in any online space. Verity, it is means this is information which we call as data, may be different. It is maybe number of mobile, gender, size, body mass. No, my example will more about medicine, biology, but we understand that it may be different. It means information about car, photo, and other. But base date need make one system for work with this is different date. Next, velocity. It means that this is date need work very high speed. Example, today our class and we all times have some problem to entrance in our different Moodle based date. Yes, in VK. Now in our class, when we use protocols for medical biology, information about our discussion, it is also can work as base date. No, not very good example, but my example about how important high speed for work with internet space. If I try to open Google, Rambler for go to big blue button, I'm wait and sometimes very sad or very angry when speed lose. You all times when come to big blue bottom also can later to start of class because speed very slowly. But if we speak about base date, we need to speak that speed need high and speed not only show result, speed need make very high for analysis for different date making one structure and give result very fast. Example, if we speak about data which conclusion gender, history of disease, photo of car and other and we want now take information only about disease and person, it is one variant need very fast to get this. If we want to find information about this person and his car, also it is other variant of analysis and we also want take this result very fast. Before I will continue my lecture, I try to speak about our organization. Now I see that all students come to my class, my lecture, and we can speak about this. You saw that I give you permission about structure of our this is course. We will have two lecture today first, and after finish our lecture, who come later, we can to see in record. And we'll more one lecture, and we will have 9 classes. 9 classes has 3 blocks. Proteomic, genomic, and PCR space, PCR condition. And all this will about one line for your report. And I said you previously, you need work in group, you need formed group, and I hope that links about different base date you have time to look. And you look 1, 2, maybe 3, and understand what is it, what about, then we will speak. Base date very different. In this display you can to see big data knowledge. Big data enables scientific research. It may be about only ethical. It may, many. And we will try to work and make our own analyze, our own report basis. Use this as different base date. And next, you can continuous work with base date in second course. You will have again choice. You can take more deep knowledge about how need work, how can analyze this. Today in our course we will only know what is it, how it take place in medicine and biology. In second course you will use many translator features and how make statistical analysis. How, example, if you researcher and got many results, how you can download in base data. One of example, it is connectomic. And no, more or less famous in Russia, Konstantin Anokhin. You can meet this as family in normal physiology next years. It is scientific researcher which work in research center Kurchatov Institute. And they give this as conclusion. The fundamentally novel discipline of which is focused on handling data sets by integrated data obtained at various organizations levels. Large bodies of data will accumulate in the field of the neuroscience because of the merging of two fundamental factors. An enormous amount of results obtained using high-resolution analytical methods has been accumulated in the field of neuroscience. Neuroscience, it is more and more difficult than all other medical space because we have many neurons, we have many connections between these neurons, and they work. We understand how generation impulse, but in real, when researcher make model, computer model, internet model, it is only near. Not many successful in repeat work our brain in real computer space. But this strike was, and many famous. This is a project is called as mega projects of on brain simulation, the Human Brain Project in Europe. The main sale was about whole brain function and how its function is projected onto the system. Mind, thought, action. Really, when we in anatomy and take brain and research and try to study all part of brain, it is all understand. Because we can to touch, look, every department of brain and all understand. But when we come to physiology and became study how it work, also we try to understand 19% of all organization. We know this is function, this department makes this function, this department makes this function. But when we come to psychology or other, it is begin more and more difficulty because it is mental level very difficult. But scientific try to make many models, try to repeat moving function of brain because it is can help for many people. Because in Southbeat, child disease and deleted hands or brain can help to patients return his function. Example, we can make special part of hands, connection with natural dilation hands, and make program for work. And this person will return all function and all life high quality for him. But in real, it is work happens, and sometimes more successful, sometimes less successful. And more famous in this space, it is neuroscientist Henry Markram. Has dreamed of reverse engineering the human brain. And in slide on picture, you can to see very beautiful pictures which make modeling our brain. And you can to see many links which give to us information that many million cells connection with each other, make different ways, and give all our life moving, thinkful, sensority, and all other. And this is his project he started in 1994. While still as a postdoctoral in Institute Max Planck in Germany. And he want to connection from rat experiments. He make together brain neurons of two rats between synaptic contacts, and show this is experiments in doctors of medicine, doctors of biology, and explain how they make same model in other space, and maybe will modeling same principles in human brain. Give grant for this work and try to work. Next, his result was in 1998 and was more or less successful. But in 2009 was as a speaker in TED talk. He presented the general public his vision of mathematical modeling, and now notes very careful, modeling of 86 billion brain neurons and 100 trillion synapses on a supercomputer. He gave comments. We need 10 years for make this work. And after sometimes until 2015, we can make publishing in Cell magazine, and will describe this stimulation model. Now I return again for these beautiful pictures, and when I think about millions, billions and trillions, I understand that we see here only 100, and in real it is more and more big amounts. It is big data. Now, in result, after 2015, after 2020, after 21, we not have excellent work in this model. In real result of this research work, only try and limit space can repair real function of brain working, but full combination as work human brain, it is not can work. But from this work we can understand again big space, which we need to understand as a big data. It was example of big data. In real, more working big data in medicine and biology. It is real because it is many information which we have and which we can analyze this. And next example about big data, it is example genomic project. You know that was a genomic project which was about research and description all genes, all genes and all chromosomes in human. They was finished in 2003, but when try to understand how all this information can analyze it, how it will work, scientists understood that it is information not enough for make differences between population, human population, and was started. Now this is finished. Next project, which we know as a 1000 genomes project, and was research persons, peoples, populations from East and South Asia, Europe, and Americas. Total, how many population and people? No, was 1,000, but every population was limited. And when again make conclusions in conference about result of this project, again scientists got information and understood that again we not understand. We have only limited information about full genome of persons on our peoples on our planet. And again, need make research and need make 100,000 genomic project for get more and more information about differences, genes in every population, human population. But all this information download in database which we with you will use, will see, will understand, will work, and will make our own analysis work, use information about first protein, then their gene, and then polymorphism genes, and then their how it can determine in laboratory. It is will your real work which you can make during this course, during this 9 weeks, and then present in our cathedral conference and got any bonus for your exam in medical biology exam. What next? Next, we return to usual hospital, and we will speak about, you know, that a hospital have many doctors, oculist, gynecologist, surgery, therapist, and other, and all research one patients and take many information and maybe have together different doctors can discussion about one patient, but maybe not. Next reason, it is example, person was small, child, and he was examined in hospital, but then they grows again and again come to hospital and all times was researched, examination, medical examination. And then they grows and became adult and give any disease. And now doctors think, but what was in past? How they was development in this childhood? When we with you discussion in first module topic about ontogenesis, post-embryonal ontogenesis, we also speak of many critical periods and human development, and that all was in his parents in embryogenesis, then can take place in our human health. And this is also example of database. This is also can make together in any space and then make many analyses, and after when human patients got 30, 35, 40, he not remember what was in childhood, but doctor can open his database and take all information about blood analysis, about genomic analysis, and other. And it will more help for take prevention, for diagnostic, for treatment these patients. And this is system in real present and present very long time. And in 2017 years was tried to transformation in Russia, in our country. But it is, you can find as real in Google space. It is Watson supercomputer. They not was planned as only for medicine or for biological aims. They was about all information. It is storage and give many different information. But medicine examples, medicine topic, yeah, development more because it is demonstrated high interest. It can use near bed of patients. And I want to show you. It is display which use in Russia version on IBM Watson. Also you can find English version. But look at upper left part. You can to see doctor here. And doctor, and this is Watson program, was used in heavy patients, which was on bed and need monitoring all their condition every minute. Reanimation. And this patient has more than 300 parameters, which computer take from these patients every moment, download in his information system, analyzes and give for doctor conclusion information. It was big helper for doctor and big helper for Так, we have little rest. And now we speak about Watson system computer was a big help and give more wide information about patient for doctor. And this is topic start to continuous, and then every doctors want to have these systems and give many information from reanimation to other doctor and use everyday medical examination, and so this is development very much. So by the date in biology and medicine it is more development industry. And I need also notes about today, our really. After pandemic started, and you as school and students, we in higher education as professors and teachers, also take many internet space and have many big data for use, because this is pandemic give for us many possibility for development. We take many possibility for understand what is information, what is big data, how work use this is. So in when many bad, sometimes can find many good. And again, I will return to genomic and molecular biology and give you example in post-genomic era. Biochemical science has returned back to the level of phenomenological description oriented towards data collection, without an understanding of the prospect of further interpretation. It is real. All example which I give you about about proteome project I not give. I said about genome project. All this give many information, and again I will repeat, we will work and look how, what is it, what is big data, and you I hope you look for proteomic base date. It is many space of information, but you as future doctor, I am as a scientist, we cannot use all this space. We can take only part, and you will try. When you connection in small groups, you can try to work with only small information. But we will try to work, and after our course you will understand how it works, and when you will future doctor or maybe future scientist, you can always take this using your all type of work and make your work and make your professional more excellent level. And this is my last slide. And now I want to take from you return back back about what you can to make in this level, make you connection in group. Can you open one of database? You can write me, this is in chat. Or you can write me in our group chat. I will read and will comment in here space because now we have time. And you can ask me any other question about database, what will understand, not understand, what you want to know. Who with me in lecture? Or maybe again not connection? Again not connection. Now, if you not have any question, I will finish my lecture and will wait in our chat. Your questions will, if not present now, will appearance later. Thank you for attention and goodbye.